Office of John Johnston? Yes? Yes? Uh-huh. You have a case.
Case? I just solved the case. Didn't you see?
Well, now you have another one. A murder at the Miller Mansion. Killed 20 minutes ago.
Ooh, a murder. Well, this does look like a job for Detective John Johnston.
I think she's been stabbed.
Hold on. Those plates don't know a raven from a writing desk. Let me have a look. In my professional opinion, this woman has been stabbed.
No. How can you tell?
Strategist, a genius.
Well, if I'm gonna find out who did it... Wait, do we know who did it?
No, that's why we phoned you.
Excellent. If I'm gonna find out who did it, I'm gonna need a place to interview. Who are you and what's your relation to the victim?
Her name was Nancy, and she was my maidservant. She came to work for me a few months ago, and aside from that, I'm the one who owns this house.
So, you live here with your nephew Charlie and your niece Lois?
Yes.
And Lois's fiance Dean often visits. He has a room here?
They all moved in after my late husband passed not long ago.
Aunt Barb is, well, aunt.
Now, Charlie, didn't I hear something about you wanting to take over the family business?
Well, I mean...
Master Charlie isn't the most responsible man in the world. Nancy didn't say much. Let's just say I wouldn't give him any money.
Charlie just isn't ready yet. I was almost going to give him the family business, but Nancy...
She convinced you not to.
She put some sense into me. She was always so rational. I tend to get caught up in things.
Now, what about you two?
I'm Dean, and this is my fiancée Lois. I've been helping Aunt Barb with running the social events. She's the head of the Mothers of the Memorial Mountaineers movement. The No, the
Of course.
Honestly, Detective, I'm the lucky one. From the first time I laid eyes on her, I knew.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch your name. It's a lovely necklace, by the way.
I'm Peggy. Thank you. It's a family heirloom. Nancy was training me up on how to be a good maid to Miss Barbara.
So you were close with her?
Sort of. She was a bit of a school teacher and that she would never really show it, but you knew deep down that she cared.
Oh, and I cannot lament to you how sorely she will be missed. Aside from being a dear friend, no one can hold a candle to her cup of tea.
I understand from my assistant that the three of you were alone when Nancy was killed. Is this true?
Yeah, I believe so.
Now, you went out for a walk. Dean was in his room reading, and Peggy was tending to the stables. The only ones together were Barbara and Lois, who went out shopping, thus giving them over a dozen witnesses.
Yes, and that's why I went looking for Nancy and found what had happened. To ask her what she thought of my new earrings.
Final questions. Do you know any reason why anyone would want to hurt Nancy? And do you have any more information that might be useful?
Why anyone would want to clip the wings of an angel I shall never understand.
No, not that I can think of.
No, nothing else.
Thank you for your time.
No! Good heavens! I was just,
Madam, would you mind showing me the other rooms?
Oh, yes, of course. The other rooms, they're just this way. Well, that was my room back there, and over here we have Charlie's room here, and Lois and Dean are down the end.
Oh, excellent, thank you.
No, just trust me. Trust me. I don't care what you have to do to get it done. Just get it done. Sorry, Mom, it's alright. I'll call you back later, I love you, bye. Can I help you?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could help me. Oh.
Hey. What was it you came in here for?
Oh, never mind that. If I tried to answer every inconceivable, unanswerable question that floated into my mind, we would never have time for tea and crumpets.
Huh?
My point exactly.
Marjorie,
What can I get you this time?
what do you make of these?
I see a lot of money going out and very little coming back in.
That's right.
So whoever it is must be in debt?
That's what I thought. Could you go to the
I
bank?
suppose you'd like me to go down to the bank? Make some further inquiries?
You are the assistant.
What's the name?
Charlie Miller.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, and before you go, I found these in a young gentleman's room.
Love letters. From your Pearl.
Unfortunately, I checked, and the handwriting does not match that of his fiancée's.
Oh dear. I suppose when you figure it out, you'll tell me who the other girl is?
And how do you know I haven't already? Right, well, I haven't yet, but I will.
I should hope so. You are the detective.
I'm sure you're all wondering why we're here.
I should hope it is to reveal who the killer is.
Don't fret, Aunt Barb. I'm sure the detective will sort everything out.
As we all know, on the night of the killing, Barbara and Lois spent their hours shopping. Both had multiple witnesses, thus giving them alibis. That leaves Charlie, Dean, and Peggy.
Now see.
Now see here, what's the meaning of accusing us like this?
I'm a detective hired to accuse people of murder.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So, Charlie, the nephew, desperate to be in charge of the family business, and thus the money. But why were you so desperate for the money? See, you didn't go on a walk that day, did you? You went to settle some debts.
Debts, Charlie, again.
You have a history of finding trouble, don't you, Charlie? Those bank statements I found in your room were just the tip of the iceberg.
I don't.
See now, I have some connections at county jail. Turns out you've made some powerful gang members pretty angry. The only way to get the money you needed was to be handed the family business. But Nancy was always there, making sure Barbara never made that mistake.
I didn't kill her.
I know you didn't. Luckily for you, those people you owe money to can verify that you paid them a visit on the night that Nancy was killed, thus giving you an alibi. Dean, smooth talker, madly in love with Lois, and a rising socialite thanks to Barbara and the mms.
Darling, what's going on?
I'm sorry, but Dean and Peggy have been in a relationship for some time now. Little Liz.
You can't prove these are ours. They could belong to anyone. He planted them.
Peggy, this is a drawing of your pendant, isn't it? To your pearl, from my pearl. Peggy means pearl. Dean, these letters were found in your room.
No. You don't all believe him, do you?
Frankly, I don't know what to believe anymore. How could you do this?
You couldn't let your secret out. Nancy was going to tell everyone. She had to be silenced. Peggy would go along with anything you wanted. And while your darling fiancé was out, Peggy lured Nancy into the library, where you stabbed her in cold blood.
I'm sorry, Detective. I just wanted to be in love.
I know, Peggy, but that doesn't mean you can commit murder. Take her away. Guess it's my cue to leave.
I can't tell you how grateful we are, Detective.
Oh, no, nonsense.
Without you, our closets would be filling up with skeletons, and now that we've dealt with that scoundrel, we can move on.
You're welcome, madam. And if you ever need a case unraveled, you can always call Detective John Johnston.